Hey
Hi,
everybody,
y'all.
what's going on?
We are here.
Yes,
Oh, we
and
got 7 people in already.
y'all, I'm sorry. Today has been a doozy, but I just finished the show 5 minutes ago, and I'm ready to talk about it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in this thing on opposite. There
Okay,
we
y'all
go.
ready? All right, so we are here to review episode 5, season 15 of Married at First Sight. I'm India.
I'm Michelle.
All right, we're going to get started. Okay, so the first couple we have is Sasha and Nate.
Yes, and I,
Is it just me, or are all the couples just very frisky and freaky this season? Like, we are seeing more sexual stuff than normal. You don't think so? They're openly talking about sex and having boners and all this other stuff. Like,
I
it's
mean,
just
Justin is just weird, but
Justin and
besides,
Miguel. Miguel was like, I wonder if they'll see my.
Miguel is very sexual, actually. I guess maybe so, because I think
And
Miguel is
even
doing too much.
Nate. To me, Nate was talking about just, I know we'll have sex on this honeymoon. Like, they're just
I
like,
mean, the producers are asking him that. Those are definitely sound. Those are definitely questions that the
true.
producers are asking him. So
That's
yes,
true.
they're
But it's a
just
lot.
piecing it together to fit the.
So a lot of people, oh, much love from Canada. Hi. A lot of people saying, yeah, it's very sexual. Very sexual. Yes, they are.
But that means that that's the direction that production is trying to take it. That's we literally. This is no longer like very all genuine, all organic. This
Yeah.
stuff is not
Uh huh.
organic.
Yeah.
Like these people are being coached into saying certain things or being asked to say things. Now the outburst that Justin be having, yes, he is just an interesting one. But for the most part, I don't know.
Okay. Get back to Nate and Sasha. Okay. Somebody said Nate and Sasha need to slow down until they do a 23andMe because they look just alike. That is true. Every time
Right.
I see them, I'm like,
And okay, so is it
oh,
me or I just would like to see Nate with his facial hair, like with his mustache and stuff. Like maybe he'll look different if he doesn't shave off his mustache because he just has this like beard here, but then no facial hair here. Like he doesn't have a goatee, but I think he could, but he shaves it. So maybe if he
mhm.
changes the look of his face, because again, with the exception of this, he has no facial hair. It makes him look more feminine.
So that's why you think like he looked like his wife. All right. So they started
Yes.
off. They was in the jacuzzi, honey. They was in the jacuzzi.
Oh,
And they were
right. The
talking about
next
the last,
morning,
the
eating their
yep,
breakfast
talking about
and
the
stuff.
shower scene. They did admit that they did not do it. They
Mhm.
just she wanted to build up the sexual tension. I was like, I get that. People do that. I get that. And
Um,
that
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't. I wasn't that. I didn't think that scene was that. I don't know.
okay. So then they went AT then.
He left her ass, and I would have been done and mad the entire day after that. I'm petty as
She
hell though.
she literally said, I am excited to see how he treats me, if he's looking after me, if he's waiting for me, and he did the complete opposite.
He was
He
like,
was gone. He was like, hurry up. When she couldn't get her stuff on, he wasn't concerned. He left her. Literally, they were not together for a portion of it. And he was on Instagram or whatever taking snapshots. And she was
"How
like,
many
okay,
followers does he have to where he's talking to everybody? Who are you talking to, bro? Maybe he got a lot of followers. I don't
that
know.
seems a bit immature.
It
I would be
was
turned off
very.
by that. And I think
I
she
was.
was.
Yes, it was very immature,
Yeah.
and it was annoying. I said he not acting like he in a relationship. She called him out on it. And he was like, "Well, I mean, it's not gonna flip. Like, it's not gonna be like a switch and flip. Why? Like, you're on your honeymoon with somebody you don't know. You could at least like act like a little bit. You can actually inconvenience yourself a little bit
Mhm.
and not be selfish. Maybe, just me.
Yeah. She communicated well. Like she communicated her feelings then and she didn't hold back and she wasn't mean about it. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, she did. I
Um
agree with that. I do agree with that. The next time we saw them was at dinner, right?
mhm.
And
Mhm.
so she said she had talked to her mom and her mom told her about the bankruptcy. Why would he not tell her about that first? Why wouldn't he tell her about that after they got back together after the brunches and be like, "Oh yeah, I talked
Mhm.
to your mom and your sisters or friend whatever and I told them about this thing." Like, why is she hearing new information from her mama? I didn't like that.
Yeah. And she certainly brought that. Uh, you know he wasn't gonna say nothing. He is
Why? Lindy
because
brought
he's
up,
a child.
but
He's
okay, Lindy is actually kind of a child too, and
true,
she
true,
brought
true,
up
true.
the conversation that Miguel's sister and her had to Miguel the same day because that's what you do because
You know
you
that's a big
tell
deal.
people
And
that
he
that's
knows
the
it's a big
company.
deal. The bankruptcy is a big deal, no matter what, no matter how you slice it.
And then
Then okay, then I was confused because so then he said, okay, it messed up his credit. He had put all his savings. It messed up his credit, although it was his business bankruptcy. Okay, that's fine. But then he said that's why he moved to San Diego, and in 6 months
it's
everything
giving
was
scammer.
fine.
It's giving scammer. I was like, okay, so I could understand moving because you're maybe upset or mad. Like, I just feel like we got bits and pieces. Maybe she got the whole story, but we didn't because it was just very short. Like, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. That's why I moved, and now I'm good. After 6 months, it's off, sir. After 6 months, it is not off. It can't impact you later. If you have a bankruptcy and you discharge debt off that bankruptcy, then you may not ever be able to work with those creditors again, even if you're married.
Mhm.
Your
Mhm.
social, you won't be able
Mhm.
to work with them. So if
Mhm.
you and your wife are together and y'all want an American Express, and then your American Express, it was a part of your bankruptcy or your Capital One or your Chase, you now no longer can work with those banks with your name on it because they're going to be
Everybody is
like, you
saying the same
discharged debt on
thing.
us.
Everybody saying the same. Somebody said she need to pull his credit report because something ain't.
She
The
needs to
math
know
ain't
all those
mathing, honey.
details. What exactly was involved in that bankruptcy? Was it one credit card? Was it one creditor? Was
Mhm.
it five? You did a personal bankruptcy, so how much debt did you have? Like, I do need to know because and I'm not gonna say you can't get over it. People get bankruptcies for different reasons. But if you got a bankruptcy because you had a business that went under, like, how much money did y'all have in that business? And how much did you take? And then file bankruptcy on? Like, how much did you owe?
Yep. Living the Dude said he running from something. Yeah, you are.
Who would
Maybe.
admit I moved to San Diego for a new start, sir?
Yeah.
Your social security, did you change your social?
Right. 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 Right.
That
Is
still
that your
follows
name? Do
you.
we know
Every
your real
state,
name?
bro.
Mm. She, I don't know. She seemed to be worried. Then that's when she asked for that post nut. And he's like,
Which
you don't trust your boy? No,
no,
absolutely not. And let's be clear, she's no idiot. She knows his credit is not fixed in 6 months. Or if this happened in the last 2 years, your stuff ain't fixed. She
no.
knows
It's
that.
like,
She's
oh,
no
your
idiot.
credit score comes up. Okay, it might come up from 400 to 600, but boo, we talking about 750s and up over here. Like, what do you mean?
And
Like,
he knows.
she I don't
Mm.
know. But okay, post nup hurts. Why does a post nup hurt, sir? He's like, her saying post nup hurts, but it's cool. I just have to gain her trust. Like, she doesn't trust me. These conversations are just mind blowing because why would she trust you if she doesn't know you?
Mhm.
Like, at all.
She literally knew
But
you for 5 to 6 days.
it was 4 days as of that. It was day 4 of marriage on the honeymoon.
These comments are off the chain, Michelle.
I can't see him, so
Somebody said, I think Matt took the background check money and gave it to that James Allen Ring guy.
they said they gonna get a sponsorship one way
Right,
or another.
right, y'all. I was like, ooh, that was a red flag. And she said it was a yellow flag or red flag, whatever she
She
said.
didn't say. She said
Baby, it is.
yellow. She said it was
Yeah,
a
and
yellow
she's right.
flag.
She's no fool. She's
He's
smart.
no fool. He not gonna
Um,
talk around that. Okay, that's fine. The question about the kid. So she brought up that she wanted a kid in a year. So first of all, she asked if he wanted a kid, and he was like, "Well, what do you want?" No, I asked you. You answer this
yeah,
question. Like, what is going
yeah. I
on? He's
hate
a
that.
child.
He's very immature.
He's a child.
Mhm.
I can't. And then he was like, "Well, you are older. Okay, so you know that it's coming. You know I'm gonna say a year or two. Like, why are you
Mhm.
acting like you don't know that?"
Mhm. Mhm. I don't know about Nate. I like Sasha. She's been doing well for me the whole season. Oh, the last
I,
3 episodes.
put
She's
him up.
fine. Like I actually like her. I'm like, okay, I don't have nothing negative to say really about her. Nate, no. She could
Mm-mm.
do better.
Okay, and we'll talk about them, or I guess a
The
little
group,
bit more.
the group,
Talk
the
about
group date, the boat trip later when she was
yeah, we can
breaking
talk,
down crying like that over her dad. That was sad.
yeah.
So next, you said you had Mitch.
No, I have Alexis and Justin next.
Okay, yeah, we can go on him. Okay, y'all. Justin and Alexis.
So when they was at the beach at first, she was like, "I know he loved me because he act like he loved me." I can't. Like,
That's what I got on my notes. I said he love you in 5 days, and you
I know.
know it, cause how he looks at her.
I just this
Y'all knew
is
y'all loved somebody in 5 days.
it's ready for TV. Like they got really good people to give extra ass stuff because him telling her that he loves her and is in love with her in 3 days, and her being like, "Well, I know he loved me because he asked me." Like, oh. Somebody last week said that she was giving a very better effort, a way better effort than Jasmina from last season because she not attracted to him. She don't like him. I'm confused because she is giving a lot of action if she don't like him. I
I think
think
she's attracted to
she
him.
does. I think
Yeah.
she does.
Justin is doing too much. Justin is emotionally unstable. This is pure lust. It is lust. And that's what I say. I say he can really like you and totally be attracted to you and be like, oh, but there's no way you're in love with this woman. I don't care how you put it.
No
And it
chance.
could be fast, but 3 to 5 days fast, no.
No.
Anyways, did they go horse riding?
Yes, they went
Yeah,
horseback
that
riding
was
after
fine.
that, and
Yeah.
then he. I,
Then when they sat down to talk about everything, they sat down at their dinner. Girl,
she doesn't express her emotion. Well, so she expressed her emotion. She's not comfortable with it, so then she jokes about it. And I
mhm,
just,
mhm.
mm, he's very emotional. She jokes about her emotions. Like that shit is going to erupt at some point. It didn't on this episode. They wanted us to think it did by the previews. It did not. Like it was. She was very understanding. She did laugh. She still laughed like slightly inappropriately, in my opinion. Like she was like,
I
like it
probably would
was
have did the
just
same thing.
extra.
She just said that she don't like it, and then he was like, "I love you," which she thought she knew already. So she probably was
Yeah.
like, "What the? Oh my gosh, y'all!"
So
He started crying.
then he was just he was and he was crying because he was just like, I know you're the one. I knew from the time you stepped up there. Now, granted, if they make it, it's a great story, but I ain't buying it.
I ain't buying
I
it
gotta
either.
see that.
Well, I'm buying that they're both attracted to each other, and I'm buying that she does have feelings for him as well. I don't think it's one sided. I'm not. You can't keep this. Like somebody said, these microwavable relationships, they're not gonna like. It's
They have
too. It's a
had
little.
zero conflict.
You have no
They
foundation.
have zero foundation. They have had no, like, she has not seen how he talks to somebody when he's pissed. He has not seen how she treats somebody when she's pissed. They have not seen indicators on what people's character is. Like, you are getting the best in this honeymoon stay, in this honeymoon. That's it.
Michelle, somebody asked a specific question. Michelle, what would you do if somebody told you they loved you within even 2 weeks? They were in love with you. They loved you.
I wouldn't. I mean, what would you do? You just it's like the circumstances depend, but there's no way I would say I love you back. Zero. There is
I would
zero
be scared
chance
as
I'm going to tell you I love you back.
I'd be so scared.
I would also then start. It would work against them because I would then start to judge everything, and I would be
Pick
like,
them
"Well, what's
apart.
wrong with you to where you think that you're in love with me in that short amount of time?" I
Somebody
know.
said Justin. This is a good comment. Justin is incredibly insecure. All his stories about folks chasing the peen or puffery. No, I
I'm
believe you. I'm with you. I'm with you on that puffery.
oh, I've never heard the term, but they are. They are
Is
lying.
it puffery or puffery? Puffery. It's some bull. That's what it is.
It's
That's
not.
why he keeps talking about it. He is very insecure. He needs to
And
at least be
then
more honest.
the fact that I'm gonna just say this now. She still dropped that he was celibate. She's telling everyone about his business. It's very annoying. And then on top of that, how are y'all that in love with each other and y'all ain't even been physically intimate? And I just feel like that's what usually happens. That's what all these other couples are trying to do, and he's somehow not trying to do it. At this point, though, she would know what he was working with, so
Oh
she
yeah,
does
she
know
knows.
that. Now, what he can do with it, she don't know, maybe, but she does know what he's working with. So,
And honestly, I don't know what his celibacy has to do with anything. If he was saving it for marriage allegedly, so y'all just haven't had sex yet. Don't say it like he's
stop
celibate and
that,
like
right?
he's been talking about his penis and saying inappropriate things. It's not like it's a religious thing and y'all are married now. So why do you keep saying he's celibate like that has any effect on anything? Y'all can have
She,
sex tomorrow, and that's like that didn't. You didn't need to say that.
she
You
likes
know,
to
she wasn't even trying to
be
say like he's trying to take it slow. Nothing. Oh, he's celibate. He's celibate, and y'all can do
she
it
likes to
tomorrow.
get
And
the attention. She just likes to have the attention. Like she's actually a little annoying in that way.
yeah, because on that boat.
Okay, no, no.
Sorry, y'all. Okay, with that
So
boat with her,
wait. So
the other one.
okay, wait. Okay. Why are they here's what I wrote in my notes. Why are they pressing each other? And this goes for like everyone. Like people are saying what their hangups are, what their abilities are, how emotional they are or are not. And then their partner is like pressing them to do the exact opposite of what they're saying they can do. Like she does not have the capacity to give you what you want back from saying you love her. She's already said it. She's already said she's uncomfortable with her emotions. So then you proceed, I'm uncomfortable with my emotions, proceeds to tell you I love you. Like, what? Why would you even do that?
They
And it
are
happened with Mitch and
emotionally and
Kristen.
immature.
It happened no, but then it happened with Mitch and Kristen too.
Mhm.
We'll talk about it.
Mhm.
But I just don't
Mhm.
like they keep pressing each other for stuff that they're not capable of, and it's just mind-boggling to me. But it's
Mhm.
because it's like summer camp. This shit is just a show. It's just fun. It's just like let's see what happens. That's what I think.
Somebody said Alexis is probably an Aquarius. We should have guessed everybody's signs.
I know we should have done that earlier on and then got the confirmation, but she might be an Aquarius. You're right. She could be an Aquarius because her lack of her lack of connection to her emotions and her laughing at everything is giving very disconnected.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I got. She keep telling people about this man's celibacy, and she just not gonna stop until he has sex, and then she gonna tell everybody how the sex was. Like it's
Mhm.
just inappropriate.
Mhm.
So next,
Then we got Lindy and Miguel.
that's fine.
Oh, yeah, we have different orders. So Lindy and Miguel. So I don't know how to read Miguel.
He's giving. I don't even know either because to me, I don't like how forward he is and how he's trying to force her into something to make sure he knows what he wants, and it's been 4 days. Like, bro, back up.
But then at the beginning of the episode, he doesn't give enough confirmation when she talks. Like he doesn't acknowledge certain stuff. So that's why I was like, you go from this to this. It's like night and day your communication style. When she's talking and divulging her stuff and being vulnerable, you just like, okay, yeah, done up. But then when you ready to say your stuff, it's like I don't understand my God. I'm gonna need a few more episodes because I'm not following. Like I
I
don't
agree.
get it.
And it feels like so much of their conversation is centered around physicality. She told him that she's only been in love with one person who she was engaged
Mhm.
to. So at this point, like the lights are flashing, slow down. Slow down. The yellow light is flashing. Slow
Mhm.
down. And he's just
Mhm.
like, no, I'm gonna try again. And I'm gonna try again. Like, why do you keep trying her? And then for him to pull the massage thing on camera is like,
I
grow
put
up.
that in my notes. I put that in my notes.
Grow
I said not
up.
him trying to do the massage to
The
act,
massage.
that massage move.
Y'all
I
are
was
on
like,
camera. He start massaging her. She's like, "Oh, it feels so good." He barely look like he touching her, and then he straddles her. Surprise, surprise! He straddles her so that he can give her a better massage. It was so extra for TV.
people are saying that he just want to hit. He don't care about
He
her.
does. That's the
Mhm.
way he's asking and acting. And then when they got out of the pool or something, it was somewhere where they got out the hot tub. He was just like, I mean, I know, like he contradicted himself. Like, oh, I know, I'm saying that we have to have sex to know each other, but we need to know each other to have sex. But I just, it's like it's important. I know it doesn't like it, but it is important. It's important in the next 2 months. It ain't important today. Like you got time.
He like, look, I need to know what you got on you.
And then Kristen's ass, like they're all doing dumb stuff. Like they're all out here being
Mhm.
crazy, if you ask me.
Mhm.
Okay, what else did they say? I just said he's doing too much. Like, stop touching her. If she's not giving you the go ahead and the green light, stop
Mhm.
touching her ass. Please leave her alone.
Mhm.
It sounds uncomfortable to me.
Oh, he did talk about his mother being schizophrenic.
Yes.
And I said, well, damn, that's sad.
But here's the thing. Before that, he was talking about his identity. That is how you have a conversation about the issues that you've had and the struggles that you had growing up based on whatever those issues are. What did he say? He said he was in New York, in Queens, excuse me, didn't speak Spanish. When their parents divorced, his dad took them to Puerto Rico, and he was like culture shock type thing. He couldn't speak English. He was different. He had social identity issues. He had a social delay. He said that. Saying you have identity issues, and that is a cultural difference. That is showing that when you live in one place and then go to another one, there's culture shock and there's other things.
You know, he didn't call the Puerto Rican kids savages.
He didn't call nobody savages, and I guarantee you the Puerto Ricans wasn't fooling with him either when he first got there, because he didn't speak their language and he was different, and that was his point, and he did not make it about that. So, whatever, y'all. I'm not changing my stance at all, even a little bit from last week, just to be clear. Anyway, he then said his mom had schizophrenia, which was, I was like, that's tough. That's really tough.
And then I thought that I was feeling bad. I was like, wow, he's communicating very well about this, when earlier he wasn't really giving her nothing. But then I thought to myself, she might want to consider procreating with this man, because those things that I have family members.
Hereditary, yeah.
It's hereditary. And I know people who have family members who are schizophrenic, paranoid schizophrenic, and it is hereditary. And so, when it's that close, it's not like your cousin or your dad's brother. When it's that close, I was like,
might put a little bit of light on his sister. And maybe his sister talks the way she does because she didn't speak English when they went to Puerto Rico either. So Spanish. So maybe she learned. I don't know. His sister's interesting. So maybe it has to do with her mom, and then she maybe has social difficulties when they moved to Puerto Rico too. I don't know.
She might have the same thing her mama got. We don't know.
She's an interesting one.
Somebody said they're 8, and I was trying to figure it out. I'm glad you said that, Brittany. She said they're 8-year age gap. I didn't do the math when I was like, I knew when she graduated, I could have did the math myself, but I didn't realize he was one of the. I didn't know he looks really young. I just didn't.
Yeah, he's like 37, I think, or 30.
Okay, so he is young. Okay. Because she graduated in 2011.
He said he graduated high school in 2003, and she said she graduated high school in 2011.
Damn. So she's
in her 20s. He's in his later 30s.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree. Like, I think there's a maturity thing there, but I think they could get past it, because usually guys and women. I mean, I don't know. I think women and men. I don't think he's that much more mature than her. I think there are certain things that he's mature on. I don't think he's completely.
And they're the two. They're both got the same education level and all that stuff.
Right.
So.
Clearly, but her life experience is different in the sense that she's only had one boyfriend that she was very serious with, and he was her first, and they were engaged. Like,
she was very sheltered growing up.
So that is actually, I think it's a combination of who she is and the age gap. But a part of me thinks she's gonna stand her own, because she is standing her own, and she is telling him to knock it off, and she is pushing back on him. And I just feel like, after telling you that I lost my virginity at 23, and I am only 28 or 29, like, could you stop trying me, please? Could you just wait a second?
Somebody said Miguel is detached, and that probably is true. I mean, he seems like
he comes in and out. Like you said, sometimes she's talking, and he just doesn't. He's like looking away. He's not paying attention. But sometimes she does it too. They might just be really good for each other based on the way that their
upbringing and their experience. Yeah, they both. I don't know. Lindy, she's annoying too. Look, let's be clear.
Yeah. I have so many notes on Mitch and Kristen.
Okay, so do I have anything? Okay, we're done with Lindy?
Yeah, that was all I had on them.
Okay, Mitch and Kristen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Mitch and Kristen, I couldn't even remember the girl name. I just had Mitch and. I kept missing it pop up.
With a Y, child. Kristen with a Y.
So they did paddle boarding.
Which was cool.
Never mind.
They was making jokes and stuff. Like, I thought he was giving it I'm gonna go with, if we take Mitch for who he is, I thought he gave it a good go at the paddleboarding and everything else. Like, I think he's tried. She said they weren't moving as fast as she wanted to. And I think what that translates into is really that she can tell he's not attracted to her. So she knew. Like, there was no secret. She knew it.
But then she claims, I know he's attracted to me. And I was like, Kristen, see me say, what? This man is sitting here saying he's not. Oh, I can see it in his eyes how he looks at me. I know he's physically attracted to me. And I was like, these people are jack crazy on this show, y'all.
She's nuts. But here's the thing. She's insecure. She's very insecure. She's looking for validation from him. I think anybody would be looking for validation from their partner that they knew for longer. But somebody I just met, you ain't finna touch. I don't need no validation from you, bro. You either like me or you don't. You're either physically attracted to me or you're not. I don't need you to tell me to my face. Why are you asking him questions to make him have to say this? I just think that she put herself in this position. And yes,
she's
maybe
the one that started the conversation.
but you knew that he is. If this man has not tried to kiss you, touch the back of the lower of your back, touch your this, grab a hug. If he hasn't tried to do any of those things, chances
still in your mind,
he's not attracted to you. And at the very least, in your own mind, he's not giving you what I need. Why are you going to ask him why on day 3? I don't know. It's beyond me. I can't. Maybe it's hard to be in that space with somebody and not be able to move ahead without getting clarity, because I feel like that's how she acted.
She was right though when she said hopefully it's him getting in his own head and he doesn't mean it. But at the end of the day, the man ain't physically attracted to you, and you trying to convince yourself he is. And in theory, you look better than him, girl, just so you know. But if he ain't physically attracted to you, he's not physically attracted to you. And you saying I can't, like, you just acting like you can't believe it, to me is the part that's like, girl, what? And it's been 5 days. 4 days, whatever.
And then, but catch this, I actually started to feel for him because you could tell he feels bad about it. And when he called his brother or friend, whoever he was talking to, he felt bad about it. He got off that phone call emotional. He felt bad. He doesn't want to lead her on, which is exactly what he kind of did. Or he didn't actually do it because she saw it. But I feel like I thought he was genuinely like, how can I be hanging out with her and I don't think and I don't find her physically attractive? And his brother was like, well, I mean, she's cute, so obviously she's attractive. He didn't say, yeah, she is. He was just like, yeah, I mean, it could grow. Like, he don't think she's cute. Actually, he doesn't. He does not personally find her attractive. So his brother can find her attractive. Other people, we can say she's cute. We can say she looks better than him. It doesn't matter. The only person that matters is him, and he don't think she's cute. Period.
Amy said, we're drinking shots together. Girl, what do that mean?
She said we're drinking shots. I was so mad at that. She was like, well, now we're drinking shots and eating strawberries. The strawberries and shots that the producers brought over? Like, I'm confused. Like, he didn't plan this romantic date for y'all. Y'all are on a television show.
I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't be attracted to her, because everything he said, he wanted somebody that was simple, wasn't all about being made up all the time. She's not an ugly girl. Her body looks good in a bathing suit. Like, I'm confusion, but you know what? And look at him. And that's my point. Look at him.
It doesn't matter. What he's attracted to. He can find somebody attractive that we don't think is like that. That happens. It happens, and it's okay. But it sucks to go on a television show and be a weirdo and not be attracted to the person, and they're trying to make you attracted to them. Like, I don't know what to do. But I do know that she's pushing too hard. And then her saying, like, I don't understand how we went from this to this. Like, girl, you asked him to try. He's trying. What else do you want from him?
Somebody say he might have been doing some stuff off camera that make her think she was attracted, but then she wouldn't say we're moving too slow.
She asked him to tell her when he likes her or when he finds things attractive. No, there's nothing on off camera that he's done for that. I'll tell you that. He literally has not told her that she's cute. You look nice. You look pretty. I like your hair. He's not said any of those things. On top of the fact that he doesn't touch her or hug her or kiss her. Like, they have zero scenes them touching each other, period.
You're right.
They sit next to each other. That is it. So
Anything else on Mitch and
Mitch called
Kristen?
himself socially lubricated. I die. He said he was socially lubricated. I said, well, that's one way to put it. So he was ready to slide on something, but she did stop him. She did stop him. I wasn't sure. I thought they had went ahead and done something, child. He said socially lubricated. I said, okay, that's a new one, bitch. That's a new one.
Okay, Mitch.
Okay, so we should have done Morgan and Ben first because they just the way that they had to produce this because of this stupid delay with COVID wedding. I don't even care nothing about them, their wedding, nothing. I don't even care. I just want to get back to the honeymoon. So, what do you want to say about them, real quick?
Nothing at the wedding. Oh, the wedding. The part at the wedding that is important is that her friends disclosed that she's leaning towards not having kids. His mama asked. She tried to give a little politically correct answer about she wants to wait and she'll talk to him about it if something he wants. You could tell that means she didn't want none. And her friend confirmed that she was leaning towards no, but she could still be convinced. And the mama was like, "Look, culturally, the first son gotta have the kids real quick. So what y'all doing?"
And his parents asked about kids too. Like, do they know she don't want kids? Because her parents asked too. Rather, her parents asked him.
Mhm.
So they like, can you please get her to have us some kids? Because she told us no.
Mhm.
And that's messed up. Also, why are they pairing people together that don't want kids and want kids? Like, come on.
That's terrible.
This is stupid. Then
somebody said she act like a dude.
They seem cute. I feel like they're gonna be friends. At least I mean, I think she was like the most honest, like, oh, I'm gonna take off this makeup, you're gonna see my skin, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like she is like she's not worried. I mean, I don't want to say worried about him, but she's kind of being herself. I think she is being authentically herself. I just put ain't nobody worried about this wedding, get back to the honeymoons. I really didn't take
I said he's a little hornball. He's like, a birthday gift. I accept gift. It's my birthday. Like, bro.
Nah.
Bro.
And then they had like a cute little backyard wedding or something. It was like it wasn't at the same space, right?
No, it's like they stayed in the damn house or Airbnb or some shit.
Yeah, they did an Airbnb. So they probably was real strict on the COVID protocol, maybe. Who knows? But I mean, hopefully we can now pull them into the mix for next episode because I don't. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. But okay, let's go to the boat. The last scene, was it the last scene?
For the most part, yeah.
Kind of at the end, they was on that catamaran, child, or was it a yacht?
I don't know. It was a nice boat because there was a lot of seating, and I was like, what is nice?
Yeah, they was on a boat, honey. And the girl, they always got to separate the girls and the boys and all that. Oh, they were so excited to see them. I would have been like that too. They were so excited to see them because I guess they didn't know.
They didn't know, but it was so funny because Sasha kept saying, "You're here," and I was like, "Yeah, like I'm here, like she's here." Like they were very excited. She was like, "Oh my God, you're here! Oh my God, you're here!" I was like, "They're here. Yeah, they're here." Child. They were very excited.
They went on that boat. They separated. The girls got to talking and the guys got to talking. You know how they try to force this stuff on us. So the girls started talking. And what were they talking about at first? Because this scene was actually pretty short. They were each going around talking about their individual experiences. And Kristen was like, no, ma'am, Sam, I'm not talking about nothing with this man on this boat. But I will divulge everything tomorrow. I just thought that was so dramatic. I promise you.
It was very extra based on what happened. And then the last scene was them going back and showing us him and her together and them discussing what happened. So they basically set us up to think that maybe they had sex. But then later on, they finished off the episode letting us know that they didn't, and he just was kissing her. Didn't you want to kiss? Maybe he. And then you mad that this man told you he wasn't sure. She said, "Well, it'll come." He got liquored up, and you mad that he got a little touchy. I just think, unfortunately, he's too honest. He doesn't know how to be diplomatic and not hold back his feelings and say. I mean, I get the balance though. Like, you don't want to act like you like somebody and you don't, but you also don't want to tell them I don't like you in case you start liking them, because then they got that bad taste in their mouth. So I think I do think he's stuck in a tough place, and he's trying to be as honest as he can.
But she was being dramatic when she was describing it.
Very.
All she had to do was say, we not where
started,
y'all are, but we working on attraction and we working on stuff. I can give y'all more details. I don't want to get into it on here. That's all you had to say. To be like, the things that happened between the morning and like, girl, what all happened?
It was too much. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay. So on the boat, she did that. Then they was talking about, they asked about I don't know how they got on the last name conversation, but Sasha said she changed her last name to his last name, and she was going to keep it no matter what. And she said she changed her last name to Barnes, which is Nate's last name, because she had no connection to her dad. And so she was just like, you know what? And they were like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you for taking, for making that decision. And I mean, I don't know if Barnes is what I would stick with. She could have just got her mom's name. But, if that's what she chose, that's great. But it was kind of crazy because Alexis came after talking. That's when Alexis was talking about.
But can I say something about the last name? Because she kept saying she doesn't know her dad.
Yes.
But she knows his last name.
Yeah, maybe she's never met him or no.
But the word, because at first I was like, okay, she don't have a relationship with him. He wasn't around, but she kept saying, I don't even know who my dad is. Did she not say, y'all, I don't know who my dad is? As opposed, it was just the wording for me. And I was like, well, why don't your mom just tell you who it is? You know his last name. Not that you got to have a relationship, but she was saying, I don't know who my dad is. Not that I don't have a relationship with my dad or my dad wasn't around. She said, I don't know who he is. And I was like, and then she said it again, and I was like, and that's what everybody said. I did not understand it. I was confused. Like, dang, it's sad that you don't have any relationship with your dad, haven't met him or whatever. But to say you don't know who he is when you have his last name, your mom knows who your dad was. And that wording was throwing me off the whole episode because I was like, does she know who he is, or does she not have a relationship with him and he wasn't around? Did he run away like a punk, or what happened? But anyways, here come Alexis, big mouth. So, I mean, I know my dad, but
I mean, I don't have a good relationship with my dad. I mean, I know him, but it was like it was a light little stick and jab. She didn't mean to jab her. She didn't. I don't think she was intention to do so.
I don't think so.
And she did, and she was like, it's just a soft spot. She was just like, well, I don't have a good relationship with my dad. I mean, I know him. Like, buddy.
I think she was just trying to differentiate. Like, it's not the same situation. I know who he is. We just don't have a good relationship.
It was. But she felt bad immediately. She did say, she's like, I'm really working on how I'm speaking. She said that Justin made her softer. He makes her consider things more. They are literally going to blow up because she is going to say something that's really going to hurt his feelings. It's going to be a whole blow up with them. I'm waiting for it.
I think Alexis is an attention whore.
I do too. I said that earlier. Like,
it is what it is.
Like and she was mad that Lindy talked too much. She mad that Lindy talked too much because she can't talk.
She want to be the number one talker.
She does like to be the center of attention, and I think she just has a big personality. So if she's not an Aquarius, she's probably a Leo.
Sorry, Michelle's a Leo. Anyway, I felt so bad for Sasha when she started breaking down. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, wow. Like, I mean, I don't have that experience. That has to be like really tough. And Alexis ain't making no better. I was like, God dang, Alexis, she's so socially awkward.
But it was like, she really fumbled that. She did.
The Leos in the group, the Leos said, we don't want her. She don't belong here.
Oh, I don't want her either. But, I mean, if we're going to talk about people wanting to be the center of attention.
Damn, it's a lot of Leos. Anyway.
Okay, it's our season. It's our season. Birthday coming up.
Happy birthday to the Leos in the building. But, yeah, I this episode, what you going to rate it? 1 to 10, it was given 5.9.
It was okay.
It was boring.
It is what it is, y'all. I got to go.
Thank y'all for watching. We got a lot of comments. We got 51 people live right now. Thank y'all.
We're going to see what this. I thought we was going to get predictions today, but we should do next week. In person. Next week in person.
In person, yeah, we'll be in person next week. Okay, Alexis is a Capricorn. Thank y'all for telling us.
We said Aquarius. Capricorn is actually, that's the emotional side. I think that makes sense too. Because that emotional detachment is interesting. Okay. All right. Talk to y'all later.
Bye, y'all.